You talked about wanting to get your injured players back. What's the team news for this weekend? Have you got anybody back or any fresh concerns?
Well, yeah, Ryan Bertrand is back and becomes available after the virus. So that's great news for us. We'll assess him over this next 24 hours just to see where he's at in terms of game time. Apart from that, it's pretty much the same, really. Yannick won't make it for the weekend. And then we'll assess, hopefully, him and Johnny at some point. He'll be back in training next week.
Obviously, going down to 10 men didn't help, but what do you want to see differently from your players this weekend? You're looking for a quick response?
Yeah, I think it's something where the game from our perspective, we didn't meet the standard that we would want, even with 11 men. The organisation with our team was nowhere near what we would want. The principles of what we've played with here over the last 2.5 years is about defending the space as well, being aggressive, defending forward, moving forward as a team, and we were nowhere near that level. That's the reality of it. But that's the beauty of working with this group of players. We can be very honest in our assessment. The spirit will always be there. You see the players fight towards the very end. And like I said, they gave everything to get to 2-1. And then we conceded the 2 other goals after that. So yeah, but I don't worry about the mentality of the team, the spirit of the team, but certainly the principles of our game we need to return to. And if we can do that, or we will look to do that, then of course then we've shown consistently that we can be a very good side.
Norwich have had a difficult start, but a good midweek for them in the Cup. Do you think that will have given them some confidence?
Yeah, I think 2 tough games away at Liverpool or home to Liverpool, and Manchester City is a tough start. But as you say, played well in the week, and we'll gain some confidence from that. And yeah, we arrive into the game knowing that it's going to be a tough game. Daniel's teams are always very positive and they work well, and they've got some really good players. So we will have to look to control that. But of course, for me, it's looking at our performance and really making sure that if we can perform to our level and the ideas of how we play, then we always have a good chance of getting a good result.
What's your initial reaction to facing Millwall away in the Carabao Cup in the 3rd round?
Yeah, always a tough game. I haven't been back there for a while. I think the last time I was there I went with Swansea when we were in the Championship. So and that was a tough game that day. But now Millwall home or away is always a tough game. But we'll look forward to that when it arrives.
Ricardo's been named in the Portugal squad, first time in such a long time for him. Is this testament to the hard work and coming back from that injury? The full pre-season is also had behind to get back into that international setup.
Yeah, no, it's great for him. We've all seen his talent, and it was such a shame when he got injured, and then it was a long way back, and then the last season he wasn't quite up to speed. But he's, as you say, Jason, he's had a good pre-season, worked very hard, still got a little bit to go, but you start to see that quality and that inspiration he gives the team when he's playing well. So yeah, delighted for him, and it's another step back on his recovery.
When you're considering who to replace Ayoze Perez because of his suspension, what are you considering in terms of who? I don't mean names, I mean what skill sets, what are you replacing in Ayoze Perez for the suspension?
Well, I think what we're looking at is, again, someone who can look to penetrate with and without the ball against the Norwich back line, someone who can deliver quality, and someone who can press the game when we don't have the ball. That's very important. So we have a number of options of which we could put in the team to do that. And yeah, I still think it was unfortunate, Ayoze, to be sent off. I know the contact didn't look so good when you just slow it down and look at that one image, but he's out. So this is the idea of having a squad we can bring in players to replace. So those attributes is what we would look for.
It's been confirmed by the club in the last 24 hours that the women's team are going to play the home games, some of the home games at the King Power Stadium. Very favourable rates as well for season tickets, getting families down. I think it's 40 odd quid for a season ticket to get down to the King Power. As manager of the men's team, is that something you welcome? And to get people coming into the stadium, it would have been easy for the club to find another venue. but they're using the King Power.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. They had a great season last season. I met up with them over the course of our pre-season and had a good chat with the players and the staff. And we're all very much one club. So them to have the opportunity to play some of the games at the King Power will be absolutely brilliant for them. So now I'm looking forward to seeing some of them myself. And like I say, it should be hopefully a great season for them.